In a move that absolutely stunned the world and sent shockwaves through the global sports community, FIFA has made the unprecedented decision to drop the United States as a co-host for the 2026 World Cup, leaving stadiums across America empty and fans in disbelief. Today, on October 4th, 2025, FIFA officials gathered at their headquarters in Zurich to deliver the bombshell announcement. The entire tournament will now be held in Canada, with the US and Mexico completely out of the picture. The world's biggest sporting event is heading exclusively to the land of maple syrup, hockey, and polite apologies, Canada, a country now thrust into the global spotlight. This is more than just a change of venue. It's a story of high-stakes politics, last-minute drama, and a decision that will reshape the future of international soccer for years to come. The news broke from FIFA headquarters in Zurich and spread like wildfire, dominating headlines and sparking heated debates among fans, players, and officials worldwide. For years, the world had been preparing for a historic World Cup, one that was supposed to be co-hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada, a powerful symbol of North American unity and cooperation. But behind the scenes, tensions were simmering. Concerns over logistics, security, and political disagreements were mounting, threatening to unravel the carefully laid plans. Now, that carefully constructed vision has been torn apart, with official documents shredded and years of preparation suddenly rendered meaningless. The American dream of hosting the world's biggest party, a once-in-a-generation opportunity to unite the country and showcase its passion for soccer, is over before it even began, leaving fans heartbroken and stadiums silent. Meanwhile, Canada, a nation with a rapidly growing soccer culture and a hunger to prove itself on the world stage, has been handed the ultimate honor and responsibility. The implications of this decision are massive, and the questions swirling around it are endless. How did this happen? What went wrong behind closed doors? Why did FIFA make this call now, with so little time left? We're breaking it all down, examining every angle, and bringing you exclusive insights into the biggest sports story of the year. Stick with us as we unpack the biggest upset in World Cup history and explore what this means for the future of soccer in North America and beyond. Let's rewind to the original plan for the 2026 World Cup, a historic first, 3 countries co-hosting. The United bid was a symbol of North American unity, promising a festival of soccer across the US, Mexico, and Canada. The US was set to host 60 matches in 11 cities, leveraging its massive stadiums. Mexico, with its rich soccer history, would host 10 matches in 3 cities. Canada, the emerging force, was given 10 matches in Toronto and Vancouver. This joint bid was a diplomatic achievement, a message of togetherness. Fans dreamed of traveling between countries to watch their teams. The slogan was "United as One," and for a while, it seemed possible. But that dream has shattered, replaced by division and disappointment. Understanding this original plan shows just how seismic FIFA's decision really is. So, what went wrong? The dream of a united World Cup began to crumble under growing concerns, especially in the US. Public safety became a major issue, with crime rates in host cities drawing international scrutiny. Then came political turbulence. Former President Trump suggested moving games out of cities he deemed unsafe, fueling uncertainty. His comments introduced political volatility that made FIFA nervous. FIFA's authority was challenged, raising the question, who really controls the World Cup? The risk of protests, political grandstanding, and safety debates became too much. FIFA needed a stable, safe environment for its flagship event. The growing chaos in the US forced FIFA to look elsewhere. Canada, just across the border, offered a solution. The perfect storm forced FIFA's hand. Faced with mounting uncertainty and global scrutiny, FIFA knew it had to act decisively. The world's eyes were fixed on Zurich, waiting for a verdict that would shape the future of the World Cup. Emergency meetings in Zurich stretched late into the night, with officials locked in heated debate. Should they stick with the original plan, risking potential chaos, or pivot to a safer, more stable option? The stakes had never been higher, and every voice in the room carried weight. Victor Montagliani, FIFA vice president and a proud Canadian, stepped forward with a compelling argument. He highlighted Canada's proven stability, robust safety protocols, and world-class infrastructure. His words resonated, painting Canada as a beacon of reliability in uncertain times. The Executive Council faced a difficult choice, balancing the U.S.'s immense financial power and global influence against Canada's reputation for dependability and order. The room was tense, every member aware that their decision would echo for years to come. Ultimately, the Council agreed that safety and predictability had to come first. The risk was simply too great to ignore, and the integrity of the tournament was paramount. In a dramatic vote, the Council overwhelmingly decided to strip the U.S. of its hosting rights and award the tournament to Canada. The announcement sent shockwaves through the football world. Mexico, meanwhile, retained a handful of opening round games, but the prestigious knockout stages and the grand final would now be held on Canadian soil. For Canada, it was a historic moment. FIFA's official statement cited insurmountable logistical and security challenges in the U.S., making it clear that the decision was not taken lightly. While FIFA praised the passion and dedication of U.S. fans, they emphasized their duty to a safe and successful tournament for players, teams, and supporters from around the globe. The message was unmistakable. FIFA would not compromise the integrity of its premier event, no matter the pressure or potential profit. The law was laid down, and the World Cup had a new, unexpected home. Canadian fans erupted in celebration, their dreams suddenly within reach. The world watched in disbelief as the map of 2026 was redrawn. The shockwaves were immediate, and the football landscape had changed forever. The world erupted at FIFA's announcement, a decision that sent shockwaves through the global soccer community. Fans from every corner of the globe were glued to their screens, eagerly awaiting the news that would redefine the future of the sport. In Canada, the atmosphere was electric. Pure joy swept across the nation, from the bustling streets of Vancouver to the vibrant city of Toronto. Prime Minister Trudeau addressed the ecstatic crowd, declaring it a historic day for Canadian soccer, a moment that would be remembered for generations. For a country long overshadowed in men's soccer, it was the ultimate underdog victory. The Canadian team, often seen as the dark horse, had finally stepped into the spotlight, igniting a newfound passion for the sport across the nation. In the U.S., the reaction was starkly different. Shock and anger permeated the air as fans felt a deep sense of betrayal. The hashtag #FIFABetrayal trended for hours, capturing the collective frustration of a nation that had hoped for a different outcome. U.S. soccer officials expressed extreme disappointment, vowing to seek answers and clarity on the decision. The somber faces of executives at press conferences reflected the gravity of the situation, as they promised to fight for the interests of American soccer. Soccer legends weighed in on the decision, offering a mix of support and criticism. Some praised FIFA's focus on stability and growth, while others were vocal in their disapproval, questioning the drastic change and its implications for the sport's future. FIFA President Infantino defended the move, stating, "Our first priority is the game and its fans." He emphasized the need for a global perspective, urging everyone to see the bigger picture and the potential benefits of the decision. Political figures in the U.S. faced criticism for their rhetoric, fueling a heated debate that extended beyond the realm of sports. The decision became a topic of national discourse, with politicians being questioned about their stance and the broader implications for the country. Mexico's reaction was mixed, relief at keeping opening matches, but surprise at the dramatic turn. Fans in Mexico City celebrated the news, yet there was an underlying sense of disbelief at the unexpected developments. The world now faced a completely redrawn World Cup, and everyone had an opinion. From lively debates in bars to heated discussions on international sports talk shows, the decision sparked a global conversation about the future of soccer. The sporting landscape had shifted overnight. The shock was global, with news headlines capturing the disbelief and excitement that permeated every corner of the world. Fans everywhere were left to ponder the implications of this monumental change. The countdown to a Canadian World Cup had begun. As preparations got underway, the excitement in Canada was palpable. Fans proudly held World Cup 2026 banners, eagerly anticipating the moment when their country would host the world's most prestigious soccer tournament. Amid the chaos, one figure captured Canada's triumph: Maple, the Moose mascot. Once one of three mascots, Maple is now the face of the entire 2026 World Cup. Her story, a resilient goalkeeper, mirrors Canada's new role as solo host. Maple merchandise sales soared as Canadians embraced her as a national hero. The other mascots, Clutch the Eagle and Zayu the Jaguar, faded into the background. Maple stands alone, just like Canada, on the world stage. She'll be front and center in all promotions, video games, and ceremonies. For Canadians, Maple is more than a mascot. She's a symbol of pride and resilience. Sometimes, the quiet ones end up winning it all. This is more than a logistical win. It's a game changer for Canadian soccer. Hosting the World Cup will inspire a new generation and transform the sports landscape. Massive investments in stadiums and training facilities are coming. The Canadian Premier League and grassroots soccer will benefit for decades. The men's national team, led by stars like Alphonso Davies, will have the nation behind them. Canada will showcase its multiculturalism and welcoming spirit to billions. This is a chance to redefine Canada as a soccer nation. A new dawn has arrived. FIFA's decision is more than a headline. It's a shift in soccer's global politics. The US, long a commercial giant, has been reminded that stability trumps size. FIFA has reasserted its authority, showing it will protect its event from political interference. Middle power countries like Canada are now seen as viable hosts. The World Cup may no longer be reserved for the biggest nations. This sets a precedent. Security and cooperation matter as much as money. The balance of power in North American soccer has changed. The game is, and always will be, bigger than any single country. So, what now? The road to 2026 has been redrawn. Canadian officials and FIFA must select new host cities, upgrade stadiums, and build a new plan. Cities like Montreal and Edmonton are back in the running. The US faces soul-searching and must repair its relationship with FIFA. The focus shifts from hosting to competing as guests in Canada. For fans, the drama is just beginning. All eyes are on Canada. Can they pull it off? The beautiful game has delivered another twist. We'll cover every turn as the countdown to Canada's World Cup begins. The story is far from over.